Welcome back, focused learners. Okay, if you feel like AI has been moving fast lately, well, buckle up, because this week alone, we literally saw 12 massive updates that completely shifted the entire landscape. So in this fast-paced 10-minute explainer, we're going to see how we're officially moving way past the era of AI just being a simple tool that answers your questions. Today, we're looking at how it's transformed into an active teammate, like a digital coworker that can actually sit down, virtually speak, and just do your job for you. Let's get into it.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, AI doing your job. Then, local and free models. After that, the global AI arms race, followed by design and security updates. And finally, a deep dive into using Grokbots.
Starting things off with Section 1, AI doing your job and the incredible rise of AI agents. So we're witnessing this massive rise in AI agents, right? And these aren't just systems passively waiting for you to type a prompt so they can spit out a single answer. No way. They're designed to actively execute multi-step workflows, honestly, just like a human employee would. Let me give you a sharp real-world example here. Take the new bot mode for Hermes Desktop. You can actually give these bots highly specific jobs, job descriptions, even profile pictures. So you could have one bot named Developer, whose entire identity, its whole life purpose is writing code. But it doesn't stop there. You can spin up another bot named Mr. Tester. So the developer finishes a script and then literally hands it off to Mr. Tester, who checks if the thing actually works. And because these bots keep their own role memory, you aren't starting from scratch every single time you open a chat window. It's wild.
Now, taking this whole concept to the absolute extreme is Elon Musk's xAI with their new Grokbots. Think of these as fully capable, independent AI teammates. You can literally just ask a Grokbot to draft and send NDAs, or go check how many new employees are onboarding on Monday. And you know the best part? They don't hijack your computer's processing power to do it. Each Grokbot runs on its own dedicated cloud computer. It's opening websites, clicking around, sending emails entirely in the background, while you just keep working seamlessly on your end.
Moving on to Section 2, local and free models, getting power without the internet.
So, while all this cloud-based agent magic is happening, there's an entirely different revolution taking place totally offline. Look at this number, 60%. Currently, around 60% of US companies' AI usage actually relies on Chinese open-source models. Why? Simply because they're free and they're incredibly capable. Well, Mark Zuckerberg definitely didn't want to be left behind in that arena, which prompted Meta to make a major countermove.
Meta just dropped Muse Glimmer. It's a highly efficient 30 billion parameter model, and you can download it completely for free. It's actually small enough to run right on your local machine using under 20 gigs of memory. To put that into a real-world scenario, you could ask it to build a dashboard for your home entertainment system. It finds your local devices, writes the code, and builds the whole dashboard right there on your desktop. And hey, if it hits a snag and needs your Wi-Fi password to continue, it securely stops and asks you locally, keeping all your personal data completely off the cloud. Meanwhile, Google open-source Gemma Translator, which is a DIY translator device running entirely offline on a tiny Raspberry Pi 5 computer. Total privacy, zero internet required. A real game changer.
All right, Section 3, the global AI arms race. Faster, smarter, and cheaper.
You know, the competition heating up between major global players, we're talking ZGI, DeepSeek, OpenAI, Grok, it's driving these models to become exponentially faster, smarter, and incredibly cheap. Just notice the stark contrast in these test times. OpenAI just dropped an ultra-fast mode for GPT 5.6 Sol, and it's up to 14 times faster than before. To put that into perspective, when put through a really grueling AI reasoning test, Claude Fable 5 took an exhausting 78 hours to finish. OpenAI's ultra-fast mode, it crushed that exact same test in just 11 hours. Just unbelievable speed.
And parallel to this crazy speed war is a pretty vicious price war. Grok 4.6 just launched, boasting massively improved code-based understanding and design skills. But you gotta look at those token costs. Grok is charging just $2 for input and $6 for output. Compare that to Opus 4.8, which sits at roughly similar intelligence levels, but is charging $5 and $25. I mean, Grok is severely undercutting the competition here, offering incredible intelligence per token.
Let's rapidly fire through the rest of this arms race because honestly, the updates are just relentless right now. OpenAI launched GPT 5.6 Cyber, which casually completed a staggering 95% of advanced security tasks. They also deeply embedded ChatGPT right into your daily workflow. You can now edit Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides directly inside the chat interface.
Oh, and the new desktop memory, it can actually recall what you were working on yesterday across your Slack and your emails. Insane, right? Meanwhile, DeepSeek slashed its API prices by 50% for off-peak usage, and China's Z.AI released GLM 5.3, which is directly matching the top Western models in coding and cyber defense. Everyone is moving so fast.
But to power all of this, we need hardware. A staggering $500 billion. That is the size of the new infrastructure fund just created by NVIDIA, teaming up with BlackRock and Goldman Sachs. They are literally building the physical, multi-billion-dollar infrastructure necessary to sustain this intense global AI arms race for years to come. That is massive.
Okay, Section 4, Design and Security Updates, Invisible Watermarks and AI Coworkers in Chrome.
As AI gets smarter, it's just profoundly changing everyday content creation, basic browser tasks, and honestly, how we even track what is actually real anymore. For your daily stuff, Anthropic upgraded Claude's Chrome panel to act as a true coworker. Imagine you have a bunch of invoices open across a dozen different browser tabs. You just ask Claude to run a month-end report. It physically reads across your open tabs, pulls all the relevant numbers, and auto-updates a Google Sheet for you. Mind-blowing. And for design, Grok Imagine 2.0 is incredible. Instead of having to regenerate an entire image just to make one tiny tweak, you can selectively highlight, say, a couch in a generated living room and just type replace with a sleeping dog. It leaves the rest of the room perfectly intact. Add in smart resizing and complex formatting that can generate entire readable books with diagrams, you've got an absolute powerhouse design tool on your hands.
But look, with all this incredible generation power, security is absolutely critical. So Claude just introduced invisible watermarks. Basically, this embeds the origin and the edit history directly inside generated text, images, and files. Even if you copy and paste that text somewhere else, verification tools can extract that hidden data. This is going to be an absolute game changer for teachers, recruiters, and publishers who need to instantly verify if a piece of content is actually human-made or AI-generated.
Finally, Section 5, our deep dive into using Grokbots and building your own AI team.
Let's see how all this builds into a practical reality with a quick step-by-step breakdown on how to actually build an AI team using Elon Musk's new tool, Grokbots. Now, let's be totally transparent right out of the gate here. Hiring an AI teammate isn't exactly cheap. The Grokbot plans currently sit at around $200 a month for Cursor Ultra, scaling up to about $300 a month for Super Grub Heavy. Yeah, that is a steep price tag for a software tool. But the context you have to keep in mind is that you aren't really buying a tool anymore. You are effectively hiring digital labor. So let's see if it's actually worth that investment. You manage this digital labor by creating highly specific profiles. For example, you can create a staying ahead bot that constantly scrapes industry news and, with your permission, auto-posts the best updates directly into your company's Slack channel. Or you could build a Johnny Ive bot dedicated entirely to design, tasked with morphing your logos into fast-paced animations. Or maybe a Mr. Beast bot connected right to your YouTube data. It wakes up every morning, checks your analytics, and gives you a fully structured report on exactly what content you should make next.
And this is what makes it so mind-blowing. You authorize your accounts just once, and the Grokbot runs entirely in the background. Like, it literally opens up its own hidden browser on its own cloud computer. It clicks into YouTube Studio, it reads your Gmail, it types in Slack, acting completely independently while you are doing something entirely different on your own physical screen. It's like having a ghost working at the desk next to you.
So the crucial point here is how you train them, right? Well, you don't have to write a massive, complex prompt anymore. You just use the Teach a Task feature. You hit record, and then you just physically do the job once on your screen, say, clicking into a database, scraping some San Francisco startup data, and pasting it into a Google Sheet. You hit stop, click Learn from Demonstration, and boom, the AI translates your physical clicks and keystrokes into a reusable skill that it can now run 100 times a day without you having to lift a finger.
And remember earlier how we talked about bots working together? Well, you can create a Chief of Staff bot. In your chat with the Chief of Staff, you simply tag your other bots. Literally just typing @StayingAhead, get me the latest updates. The Chief of Staff delegates the prompt to the researcher bot, waits for the work to be done, and then returns the final, polished answers straight back to you. You aren't just opening isolated chat windows anymore, folks. You are orchestrating a fully synced digital team. Which leaves us with this final, incredibly important question to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. Are you ready to manage an AI team instead of just using an AI tool? Because the technology to do so isn't 5 years away. It literally arrived this week. Thank you so much for tuning into this breakdown, Focus Learners. Stay curious, keep building, and we'll catch you on the next one.